just got to the airport. We're currently hanging out in the Chase Sapphire Lounge because we're flying to Orlando this morning, and we'll be spending the first couple of days in Daytona with our NASCAR family. I get a lot of flight anxiety because of all the hustle and bustle in an airport. I always overpack, so I always have like a million things to carry, and I get extremely overwhelmed trying to just carry my purse, my carry-on bag, and have all of my content, like filming equipment with me at the same time, and I get really frazzled. So I like getting to the airport super early so we can just like come to the lounge, kind of just like chill for a bit. So yeah, right now I'm just kind of sitting here finishing up my content plan. I have like a whole deck for the weekend of what I want to shoot with NASCAR, and then from Daytona we're heading to Disney World for a couple days after. Colin and my anniversary is on the 27th, so we're close by. We kind of figured, why the hell not? Let's do it. So we're bringing you along, and I can't wait for you to see all of the chaos of NASCAR, the high intensity speeds and races that we're going to witness over the weekend, which is going to be super cool. Colin told me I was going to be jazzed when I see the car that he chose. So it better be a Maserati. My expectations are high. I'll also be okay with the Jeep Wrangler. Oh my fucking god, we got a Bronco. Holy shit, I'm really excited. Oh my god. We are headed to Daytona for the Coke Zero 400, and right behind me in the car, it looks like there might be a Ross Chastain activation or something happening, because that's pretty cool. But anyway, we are so excited. We're gonna get to the track super early. We have a long day of filming content. We're checking out the garage and pit road and meeting up with some pit crew members, as well as John Hunter Nemechek, to do some really fun content with him later that I am so excited to share and show you guys. So yeah, come along with us to NASCAR weekend in Daytona for the Coke Zero 400. We just came into the AC because our friends at Chevy truly hooked it up. We have this insane space that we have access to during the race that later they're going to have food, drinks. It's a great view of the track. We're going to get to see the start finish. There's an outdoor terrace area which we'll be hanging out later during the race. But currently we're just sitting in here chilling, and I'm kind of mentally prepping and literally prepping for the content I'm doing with John Hunter in about an hour. John Hunter Nemechek is a big sneakerhead, and before races he colors to kind of help ground himself and center his mind before the high pressure performance of a race begins. And so I printed out my sneaker as a coloring page, and so we're going to sit down and we're going to color together. We're going to talk about why he colors, where he started, when he started doing this, how he learned about it, if he's seeing a therapist. I'm going to ask him all the hard-hitting questions that people might want to know and see what gems he can drop to maybe help people and potentially other athletes who might be struggling with their mental health when it comes to applying that to their sport. So, and then I'm going to talk about the shoe that we're coloring, and after all is said and done, I'm going to be surprising him with a pair of the sneakers. These are the shoes, and before we got here, we confirmed with the NASCAR team what his shoe size is, so they will be fitting him, and hopefully he likes them. Okay, bye. We just wrapped up filming. Honestly, couldn't have gone better. So excited to edit that and have it come out. It is crazy to think, because while we were actually in there filming everything with John Hunter, they got another notification that there was another lightning strike, which means another 30-minute delay. So because today is the Xfinity Series, the Xfinity qualifying was supposed to be happening at 3, the Cup Series qualifying was at 5, and then the race for the Xfinity is off, like later after that, 7:30. But because of lightning strikes, we haven't even had the Xfinity Series happen, the qualifying happen yet, which means everything gets shifted back. So just even from like a therapist perspective and thinking about like how those transitions and adjustments and like, you know, last minute changes that are out of our control come up, it like clearly has an impact on the drivers. You know, you're getting mentally prepared, you're trying to get ready, you're trying to do everything that you need to do before qualifying or before a race, and then things shift unexpectedly because of weather or other things that are out of our control. So just something to think about, you know. But yeah, now we're just kind of chilling. Colin and I are waiting because we can't even get into pit road because everything is closed down because of the lightning. So we grabbed some beers, some chicken fingers for lunch, and we're hanging. But if you ever are coming to a NASCAR race, be prepared because weather happens, rain delays happen. Oftentimes they're very hot, and it is a long day. It's a lot of just like moving and grooving and being flexible, physically and mentally. So yeah, just put that in your agenda before you plan a NASCAR race. We found a table, so we've migrated and got some bevies. Look at how cute this little can cup is. I love it. And we're just waiting it out. We're still about 30 minutes until pit road opens, but it's starting to get a little bit more bumping in here. The DJ's playing. There's a lot more people in this like fan area, and eventually once we can, we're gonna go into pit road and just check it out. This is so cool. Daytona is an insane speedway. Like, it's gorgeous, top of the line, everything, and just great vibes all around. My highlight of the day was obviously getting to experience this with Colin, first and foremost, because he is my partner in crime, and our anniversary is next week, and that's really cool to be able to be here together doing this. But honestly, it was a really cool moment getting to do the sit-down interview with John Hunter Nemechek. We both were very nervous, two little anxious Annies sitting together talking about mental preparation, mental fitness, and it was a good time. And he honestly like is such a sweetie pie and all around great human. If you are on the fence of which driver you want to support, I highly recommend being a fan of the 42 car, because now I am. So I'll be wearing my Nemechek hat tomorrow. You wait and see. We just got to the track. We're at the Chevy Experience right now, which is really awesome. John is filming some content. We are going to watch IRL, the Hot Wheels race happening, which is so cool. He has such a really cool series. You guys got to check it out. We'll link it right here. He is racing Mamba Smith today.
I see my boy Mamba out there. You guys already know what time it is. Chief Hype Officer of NASCAR right there. What's up, Mamba?
And we love Mamba. Mamba's an icon. He is the Chief Hype Officer of NASCAR. How do you hype yourself up?
It's right here. It's a great day to be alive. Shout out Travis Tritt. You know, rather be 6 feet up than 6 feet under. So that's what we do every day. Hell yeah.
We're on pit road right now. It is day 2 Cup Series race, and we're about to be interviewing some of the pit crew members, asking them what goes through their mind moments before the go time. It is such a crazy thing to think about. Average pit stops are 8 to 9 seconds, and when you think of it, they're the unsung heroes. They're making this race happen. They're doing everything behind the scenes, preparation-wise, to make sure that the drivers are successful out there, because NASCAR is a team sport, contrary to what a lot of people might think. So a lot of these pit crew members are actually ex-athletes, NFL, collegiate D1 level, and they're doing a lot of crazy work. It is 4:23. The race doesn't start for another couple hours. They're already getting everything set up. They're getting everything in place, so when race time starts, we're good to go. Just hanging out, you know, an extra body in case anyone needs me to fill a gas tank, to change a tire, jack up the car. Just me and my friends. We are currently watching the race from the Chevy Experience Terrace, which is chef's kiss, such a good vantage point to watch this race. Shout out to the team at Chevy for having us. This is truly such an amazing experience, but it's really crazy. Like, we're only maybe 25 laps into the race. It's 160 laps total, and just seeing like all of the, you know, caution flags that have already happened, seeing everything going on right now. Tyler Reddick just had a situation. He's trying to get his car salvaged. The amount of stress that these pit crew members are probably under, the drivers, the teams, everyone is probably super stressed right now. Playoffs are on the line. There's a lot of drivers that really need to, you know, do well in this race in order to make playoffs, and the stakes are high. So we're going to head down to pit row in a few and try and get some footage of what actually happens during a pit stop. So we're down in pit road right now, and as you can see, there's a lot of people that also have access down here, while the pit crews are also trying to maneuver and do their job. Up above, it is loud. Up above on top is where crew chief and teams are just watching everything that's going on and kind of communicating with their teams and drivers. There's so much strategy that really goes into racing that people don't really know and think about, and it takes a village to really just be able to navigate a lot of these situations. Just even knowing like when to pit is 100% strategy. So yeah, we're just chilling here. We're gonna hopefully catch a pit stop. What goes down, but everyone's moving and grooving. They're trying to get back stock on gas. They're trying to make sure tires are lined up. They're making sure everything is in place, so if a pit does happen, they are ready to rock and roll. And while the pit crews are doing their job, we have all these people also just kind of like walking in their way, so it is super chaotic and hectic, and my anxiety is high. I can't even imagine how they're all feeling right now, but they're all athletes and they prevail. We were really pulling for John Hunter. At one point he was in first, then there was an issue during the pit. A penalty occurred, set him back a bit, and it's unfortunate because if he would have won today's Cup Series, he would have been going to the playoffs. But I'm exhausted. Colin and I are going to get in the Bronco. We're going back to the hotel to get a good night's rest. We have a long week starting tomorrow, but I just want to say a huge thank you to our NASCAR family, Austin, Osley. You guys are phenomenal, and you made this experience truly unforgettable. I can't wait till September. We'll see you in New Hampshire.